अस्सलामुअलैकुम नहमदुहु व नुसल्ली अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़ऊज़ बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम. Dear students, this is Dr. Muhammad Iqbal in your course Education Planning and Policy, MA Education Leadership and Management, Semester 2nd. This is my lecture number 19. Dear students, this is National Education Policy 2017, and I will cover this policy in 2 sessions. This is my first part of lecture 19 of National Education Policy 2017. Dear students, first of all, I will describe the learning outcomes of this session. At the end of this session, students will be able to introduce the National Education Policy 2017 in detail, describe the goals and objectives of the Policy 2017, integration of Islamic and general education, policy provisions for Islamic early childhood, primary, secondary education and literacy, etc. Now, the introduction of this policy. Dear student, this policy have been formulated after the National Education Policy 2009. The era of information technology and globalization has turned the whole scenario of almost every walk of life. The educational planners and administrators have to strive hard to cope with these challenges. So there is a need to develop and prepare plans, both short and long-term plans with realistic targets. The existing literacy rate is 60%, 10 years and above. The real challenge ahead. Similarly, net participation rates is 72% at primary level of education. Under this situation, it has been realized to rationalize and update the curriculum and reform the whole education system, make it effective and efficient. So dear student, this policy has been formulated to cope up the challenges which is faced by the Pakistan as a nation as described in the introduction. Dear students, the 18th Amendment, which has been implemented in 2010, changed the scenario of education in Pakistan. This 18th Amendment was for the sovereignty of provincial governments, and this 18th Amendment has abolished the concurrent list in federal budget. Concurrent list वो होती है जिसमें विफाक और सूबों की मुश्तरका जिम्मेदारियां दी जाती हैं. सो विफाक से ये एजुकेशन मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन जो पूरे मुल्क के लिए काम करती थी उसे ख़त्म कर दिया गया और कुछ दूसरी मिनिस्ट्रीज भी उसमें ख़त्म हुई. अब under this amendment, insertion of Article 25A in the Constitution, under which free and compulsory education of all children aged 5 to 16 up to matric become a fundamental right and the state responsibility, and the replacement of education for all and Millennium Development Goals by the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. that have been adopted by Pakistan also as its own agenda for development. So it means this policy was given in the light of 18th Amendment and changing the policy of education for all into the fundamental right of education and state responsibility to educate the children 5 to 16 years age. Besides, after 18th Amendment of National Education Policy 2009 was virtually stopped as per findings of National Education Policy 2009 implementation. On the other hand, none of the province of or federation units could formulate its own comprehensive policy plans. So it resulted in the vacuum and big gap in the very important area of education policy. अजीज़ तलबा, एक्चुअली सिचुएशन ये थी कि सूबों के पास मतलूबा तरबियत याफ्ता अफरादी क़ुव्वत ही ना थी जो निसाब और निसाब साजी जैसा पेचीदा काम कर सके और इसी तरह पॉलिसी बनाने का भी पेचीदा काम कर सके, क्योंकि सूबों के पास ऐसे तरबियत याफ्ता अफरादी क़ुव्वत नहीं थी जो ये काम कर सकती। क्योंकि वफाक में तो 1970 से ब्यूरो ऑफ एजुकेशन जिसको मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन में ज़म कर दिया गया, उस वक्त से ये मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन का करिकुलम विंग और पॉलिसी प्लानिंग विंग ये दोनों काम कर रहे थे और इनकी बैनुल-अक़वामी ममालिक के साथ कोलैबोरेशन थी और इनके पास मतलूबा वसाइल और तरबियत याफ्ता अफरादी क़ुव्वत थी। लेकिन सूबों के पास ये सूरत हाल न थी, यहाँ तक कि ये 18वीं तरमीम 2010-11 में नाफिज हुई तो 2015 तक जो निसाब था वो कैबिनेट डिवीजन से 2015 तक कैबिनेट डिवीजन ही निसाब सूबों के लिए निसाब की मंजूरी देता रहा एक गैप अरेंजमेंट के तौर पर। So in order to bridge the gap, the Inter-Provincial Education Ministers IPEMC conference, a forum created under NEP 2009 in its meeting held at Muzaffarabad in 2015, unanimously decided to revise the National Education Policy, and Ministry of Federal Education and Provincial Trainings was given to the role of coordinators and facilitators for the revision of 2009 education policy. So the new education policy 2017 has been designed in the perspective of 18th Amendment in Constitution of Pakistan, modern trends in education and emerging requirements of society in terms of national integrity and social cohesion. Dear students, now I will come towards the goals of national education policy. I want to make clear that goals are much more broader as compared to objectives. Objectives are very focused. So character building, following are the goals of National Education Policy 2017. The character building of students, meeting learning needs, knowledge, skills and values of students, Pakistani nationhood and nationhood and national integration. It means to create the Pakistani nationhood and national integration. Right to education, expanding access. Right to education up to secondary education and expanding the access, which was almost 70% this time. So this policy has given the mandate the Ministry of Education to expand the access of education of Pakistani children as a fundamental right of education up to secondary classes, 10th class. So quality of education and institution building, enhancing education budget, and science and technology. So these were the goals of education policy 2017. I think these are little bit different as compared to the previous policies. Dear students, now I will come towards the objectives of education policy 2017. Objectives are much more concrete and attainable and measurable as compared to goals. So following are the objectives of the National Education Policy 2017. The first, number one, promotion of early childhood education in the country. Number two, achieving universal primary education. Universal primary education, enhance the access of all Pakistani children corresponding to the age group of 5 years. So provision of free elementary and secondary education. This means the covering of cost of school fee and textbooks of the students. So non-formal education, online and distance learning. This is another objective. And next one is towards a literate Pakistan. It means to eradicate the literacy of illiteracy in Pakistan, to enhance the literacy rates in Pakistan, to make the Pakistani people more literate. So knowledge economy through higher education, focus on higher education and creating a knowledge economy through higher education, making it relevant to the life. Promoting use of information and communication technologies. Objective number 7, it was. Number 8, achieving gender equity in education. This policy also focus on the gender equity, mean equal rights of male and female people on education. Libraries and instructional technologies. 9th or number 10th, religious education and reforms in Dini Madaris. Public-private partnership. Enhance the public-private partnership to maintain or to enhance the education facilities for public of Pakistan. Reforms in assessment and education system, and physical education, sports and games. So these were the objectives of the education policy. Dear students, I will focus on the introduction of the policy. So integration of Islamic education, it's the first step. Tarbiyah, Tazkiyah is integral part of the education, but there are no proper contents in the curriculum and training to the teachers. So no qualified and trained teachers for teaching Islamiyat, Tajweed, Qiraat, Arabic and moral education have been recruited. So no facilities are provided for research work in Islamic teachings in perspectives of new situations. So this policy focus on the integration of Islamic education with the general education, and tarbiyah and tazkiyah of children should be integral part. यानी तरबियत और तज़किया लाजमी हिस्सा होना चाहिए टीचर एजुकेशन के प्रोग्रामों का. Policy provisions. For this purpose, policy provisions were: Islamiyat compulsory from class 3rd to 12 will comprise all Quran Nazra of 30 paras, hifz of some selected ayat and short surahs, translation of about 300 ayat and masnoon dua, hadith, Islamiyat, ibadat, seerat, good मामलात, behaviors, हकूक़ुल इबाद, हुकूक अल्लाह, हुकूकुल इबाद, day to day problems and their solutions in Islam, prominent personalities of Islam. Next, advanced Islamic studies shall be offered as elective subject at secondary and higher secondary level with detailed study in Al-Quran, Hadith and Fiqh, etc. Arabic will be included at secondary level and higher secondary level with Arabic literature and grammar. So this was the policy provision for integration of Islamic education with the general education. So well-qualified teachers shall be appointed for teaching Arabic, Islamiyat and Tajweedul Qiraat, and per pre-service and post-service training in the relevant subjects shall be arranged to update their knowledge and teaching experience. यानी इस्लामिक एजुकेशन को पढ़ाने के लिए तरबियत याफ्ता और वेल क्वालिफाइड अरबी असातिज़ा इस्लामियात, तजवीदुल क़ुरात और उनको अपॉइंट किया जाएगा और उनको प्री सर्विस और इन सर्विस ट्रेनिंग दी जाएगी. अपडेट देयर नॉलेज एंड टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस, उनके नॉलेज को अपडेट करने के लिए और उनकी टीचिंग एक्सपीरियंस को बेहतर बनाने के लिए. सो सप्लीमेंट्री रीडिंग मटेरियल्स of good quality, charts and books related to Islamiyat shall be printed and distributed in schools and madaris. Matter of teaching Quran shall be placed in front of Parliament to make it a law which would be applicable all over Pakistan. Dear student, then next target or provision of education policy is early childhood education. Most of public and private sector schools offering pre-primary education and EC or EC are concentrated in cities, and children from affluent families avail these opportunities. Since government schools in rural areas lack basic facilities, therefore, rural children belonging to poor families are deprived of good quality ECE. ये क्या है कि जो प्राइवेट इदारे हैं वो ज़्यादातर या शहरों में हैं और जो अच्छी फैमिलीज़ हैं वो प्राइवेट एजुकेशन के ज़रिए यानी प्राइवेट उसकी कॉस्ट पे करके वो अच्छी अर्ली चाइल्डहुड एजुकेशन हासिल कर सकते हैं एज़ कम्पेयर टू वो देहाती गरीब बच्चे या गरीब वालिदैन जिनके जो देहाती स्कूलों में गवर्नमेंट स्कूलों में अपने बच्चे भेजने पर मजबूर हैं क्योंकि जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल हैं वहाँ मतलूबा फैसिलिटीज़ या अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ हासिल नहीं हैं. सो नॉन अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ एडिक्वेट टीचिंग लर्निंग एंड इंस्ट्रक्शनल मटीरियल्स ऑफ फॉर ECE, एब्सेंस ऑफ बेसिक फैसिलिटीज़ एंड सर्विस फॉर ECE in government schools, and non-availability of trained and qualified teachers for EC or learning and instructional materials for early childhood education, इसकी कमी थी. और अर्ली चाइल्डहुड एजुकेशन इस लेवल पर गवर्नमेंट इदारों में असातिज़ा की कमी थी और वो तरबियत याफ्ता असातिज़ा की तादाद भी कम थी, जिसकी वजह से इस पॉलिसी में इस पर फोकस किया गया. पॉलिसी प्रोविजंस क्या थी इसके लिए कि टीचर स्टूडेंट रेशो फॉर अर्ली चाइल्डहुड विल बी 1:25. The policy provisions aimed at provision of adequate facilities, services and infrastructure for अर्ली चाइल्डहुड क्लासेस, यानी गवर्नमेंट ने ये इस पॉलिसी में ये तय किया गया कि अर्ली चाइल्डहुड एजुकेशन लेवल पर जो स्टूडेंट टीचर रेशो है उसको 1 और 25 बनाया जाएगा, और पॉलिसी मुनासिब फैसिलिटीज, सर्विस और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर अर्ली चाइल्डहुड क्लासेस के लिए फ्राहम करेगी। सो इंक्रीजिंग द एक्सेस एनरोलमेंट, improving the quality through providing separate early ECE trained teachers, यानी separate अर्ली चाइल्डहुड लेवल पे, यानी लेवल पे पढ़ाने के लिए अलग से तरबियत याफ्ता असातिज़ा को फ्राहम रिक्रूट करने की काम किया गया। एंड कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजीज फॉर प्रमोशन ऑफ ECE एंड एलोकेशन ऑफ सेपरेट बजट फॉर ECE। तो गवर्नमेंट ने ये तय किया कि इसके लिए सेपरेट बजट रखा जाए और फिर इंफॉर्मेशन कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजीज़ को निसाब का हिस्सा बनाया जाए, और द होलिस्टिक पर्सनैलिटी डेवलप ऑफ द चाइल्ड इज़ मेन पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट ऑफ चाइल्ड इज़ द मेन फोकस ऑफ दिस पॉलिसी, यानी तलबा की मजमूई शख्सियत को डेवलप करना इस पॉलिसी का हिस्सा था। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, अब नाउ कम टुवर्ड्स लिटरेसी इन नॉन फॉर्मल बेसिक एजुकेशन। द सेट टारगेट्स एंड डेट्स ऑफ अचीवमेंट ऑफ एडल्ट लिटरेसी आर 75% by 2020 and 86% by 2025. The policy provisions also provide for launching a countrywide programs for promotion of literacy and non-formal basic education by utilizing available infrastructure, resources and services both in public and private sectors, including दीनी मदारस। तो दीनी मदारस समेत अब जो दस्तयाब वसाइल हैं या बिल्डिंग्स हैं उनको नॉन फार्मल एजुकेशन के लिए मुकर्रर किया जाए, उसको इस्तेमाल करने के लिए, और उसका टारगेट 2020 तक 75% और 2025 तक 86% करने का टारगेट फिक्स किया गया। द पॉलिसी आल्सो रिकमेंड्स expansion and extension of non-formal basic education programs to middle and secondary education level, especially for out of school children at the age of 5 to 16। तो इस पॉलिसी में ने भी नॉन फॉर्मल एजुकेशन को एक्सटेंड करने के लिए, उसको एक्सपेंड करने के लिए बेसिक एजुकेशन के और को मिडिल और सेकेंडरी लेवल तक एक्सटेंड करने का उन्होंने तय किया। जो वो बच्चे, उन बच्चों के लिए जो स्कूल से बाहर रह गए थे, ताकि उनको भी, ये जिसका एज ग्रुप 5 से 16 साल तक था, ताकि उनको भी बेसिक तालीम फराहम की जा सके। मैं सितारा सुबह उम्मीद का। Dear student, the last point of this part of my lecture, primary education. Universalization of primary education by 2020 in case of boys and 2025 in case of girls is the main policy target to demonstrate compliance with Article 25A of the Constitution of Islamic Republic of Pakistan। यानी 20 लड़कों के लिए 2020 तक और लड़कियों के लिए 2025 तक 100% उनका जो यूनिवर्सल एजुकेशन, प्राइमरी एजुकेशन की फ्राहमी के लिए ये टारगेट मुकर्रर किया गया, और ताकि आइन की दफ़ा 25A का पर कमी पूरी हो सके, मतलब उसको नाफिज किया जा सके। द फोकस ऑफ पॉलिसी प्रोविजंस एम्ड एट qualitative improvement is on meeting the learning needs of child in terms of learning tools। तो क्वालिटी, और इसका मकसद था कि क्वालिटी इम्प्रूवमेंट की जाए तलबा की और बच्चों की जो लर्निंग नीड्स हैं उनको बढ़ाकर इन टर्म्स ऑफ लर्निंग टूल्स की शक्ल में लिटरेसी, न्यूमरेसी, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग and oral expression। These techniques will be used for introduction of education and the learning contents, knowledge, skills, values and attitudes. So all allocation of 45 to 50% of education budget for promotion of primary education as a whole, and 30% of primary education budget for improving the quality of the primary education or education. New primary schools, both formal and non-formal, shall be opened after proper school mapping through geographical positioning system, GPS. So this is, dear student, this is a classroom situation of a primary school. Now I will come towards the secondary education. Dear students, upgradation of 50% primary schools to middle, 40% middle school to secondary, and 20% existing secondary school to higher secondary level, besides increase the gross participation rate at middle level to 85% and secondary level to 70%, expand and extended the existing non-formal basic education program to middle level, class 6 to 8, expand the quality of distance education program to cater the learning needs of the more children of secondary education age group. BA Board of Intermediate Secondary Education should develop item banks marking rubrics for essay type items and transcribency in marking system, recruit permanent subject experts for development of examination papers and automatization results compilation systems. तो सेकेंडरी लेवल पे भी इसके 50% हाई प्राइमरी स्कूलों का मिडिल स्कूल बनना, 40% मिडिल स्कूलों को सेकेंडरी और 20% एग्जिस्टिंग सेकेंडरी स्कूलों को हायर सेकेंडरी बनाना। तो इससे ये कि एजुकेशन सिस्टम में एक एक्सपेंशन हुई और ग्रॉस पार्टिसिपेशन रेट एट मिडिल लेवल to 85% and secondary level to 70%, or extended existing non-formal based education program middle level class 6 to 8 और quality of distance education program तलबा की बुनियादी और अहम ज़रूरियात को पूरा करने के लिए इस एज ग्रुप के लिए, और बोर्ड ऑफ इंटरमीडिएट एंड सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन को ऑर्डर दिया गया कि वो मुख्तलिफ सब्जेक्ट्स में आइटम बैंक काम करें और ट्रांसक्रिपेंसी सिस्टम ट्रांसपेरेंट तरीके से किया जाए और मुस्तकिल तौर पर परमानेंट सब्जेक्ट्स एक्सपर्ट्स रखे जाएं एग्जामिनेशन पेपर्स डेवलप करने के लिए और रिजल्ट्स कंप्लायंस को मुकम्मल करने के लिए. So this is the environment of our secondary school students. Dear students, this was my session. I have discussed in this session about the goals and objectives of the education policy, introduced the education policy, targets and provision of in primary, secondary, higher secondary, distance and non-formal education in front of you. Now I will talk you in the second session of the same policy 2017. Thank you for your thanks for your intention. इंशाल्लाह आपसे दूसरे सेशन में मुलाकात होगी. अल्लाह निगहबान. अस्सलाम वालेकुम.